Hey guys, welcome to the KWMG Wrestling Podcast. I'm Will.
I'm Josh.
I'm Roy.
And Roy, what happened this week in Ring of Honor, man?
Ring of Honor has set a record for ticket sales.
Really?
Yes. As tweeted by @StephenBurns27, ROH has sold 3,828 tickets for Supercard of Honor in New Orleans on WrestleMania weekend. The total capacity for the arena is 5,162. So only 1,334 seats are left, and with the majority being in the upper tier.
That's really not bad at all.
Yeah.
No, not for Ring of Honor. I believe they set a record last year for Supercard of Honor. Well, so they beat last year already.
Now, didn't you go to Supercard of Honor last year?
Yes, I was ringside. Main event was the Hardy Boys against the Young Bucks.
Good
For
match.
the ROH Tag Team Championships in a ladder match, and it was wonderful.
Now, if I ain't mistaken, you kind of narked out on video, didn't you?
Oh yes, that's on YouTube for everyone to see. This year, Ring of Honor has announced the main event will be the Cleaner Kenny Omega against the American Nightmare Cody. And as of right now, there's no word if that will be for Omega's IWGP United States Championship.
He's not the champion. Switchblade Jay White beat him for the title.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad because I've got the...
Because that's the night that Cody hit him with the Crossroads.
Yep,
okay.
I remember that.
I must have missed that. Wow. I didn't know that. Crazy.
Well, I mean,
So-
even without the title, it's going to be an epic match.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Is it like the fate of the Bullet Club on the line for that
It could
match?
be. Cody keeps tweeting, everything's okay.
Right.
I think they've even made a Bullet Club t-shirt that says, everything's okay. So I think it'll be pretty cool to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I think about the Bullet Club in general. It's starting to act like the NWO. It was good when it started. It was this awesome thing that happened. Then Balor went to NXT. Then Styles took over. And when Styles took over, it really took off even more.
Right.
Then Styles left. Then Gallows and Anderson left. Then basically you've had Kenny
I think it would be
at the
cool
helm.
if you could have a form of the Bullet Club in every organization,
Yes.
major organization.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. In like Balor Club, you don't have to call it the Bullet Club.
No.
It's still BC.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
I think that's why they were hitting that, because I think Vince really wanted to buy the Bullet Club name, because he
He tried,
loves,
I think.
Yeah, I think he did.
because he really loves the Bullet Club.
I know he won't let them do the too sweet no more. It's one sweet, but
That's still sweet.
Cease and desist, yo.
right.
No,
One thing I'm excited to see how this plays out. Where do the Bucks go? Are they sides? I mean, are we going to have sides? Are we going to have Omega, Bullet Club Omega, and Bullet Club Cody?
I think me and you talked about this a little bit on our way to NXT Knoxville.
Yes.
I think, this is what I think. I think if they're going to split them up, they should have Cody take over the Bullet Club and keep Omega, the Bucks, and Hangman Page as the Elite.
See, I agree with that, but I would put Hangman Page with Cody.
Okay.
Keep him on Ring of Honor. Adam Page is a very good up-and-coming superstar.
Absolutely.
He needs to work a little bit on some of his moves.
Let me cut you off for a second.
Okay.
He also was the one holding Omega after Cody attacked him. And holding him for Cody to keep hitting him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
See, all I saw was the Crossroads.
Yeah, that's all I saw too.
I've got the network, the IWGP network, but I didn't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But I say keep Adam Page, Hangman Page on Cody's side, and you have the Elite, you have the Bucks with Omega, and you have the Elite of the Bullet Club against the Bullet Club.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And you could even have, when they go to Japan, you could have Bad Luck Fale on Omega's side, if you want to. Because he doesn't come to the States a lot.
I kind of agree with you there. Bad Luck Fale, he was the underboss from the original Bullet Club, and I think who's the only original ones left? You had Young Bucks, Bad Luck Fale, the Tokyo Pimp.
Bucks wasn't original.
They weren't?
No.
Was Tama Tonga original?
I want to say yes.
I think so.
See,
Then
the
technically
original,
there's only 3.
Right. One of the original Balor, Fale, and
Gallows and Anderson.
when it just Gallows at first.
It was Gallows, then Anderson came in.
Then they formed the tag team.
Then the Tokyo Pimp, then the Young Bucks. Because they took over the junior heavyweight championships.
My thing with this would be one of the big superstars that I'm looking forward to see which side he goes on is Marty Scurll.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Because either way, actually, it wasn't too long ago when Cody still had the ROH championship, and they were in, I think, Germany. Or it was overseas.
Across the pond.
I think it was Cody against Matt Taven, I wanted to say. Scurll teased a split between him and Cody because he had his umbrella and looked like he was going to hit Cody.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember seeing this.
I think he hit both of them, if I remember correctly. But anyway it goes, Marty Scurll against Omega or Cody would be a heck of a match.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which isn't Marty Scurll going to challenge for the Ring of Honor World Title coming up?
I think so.
Because isn't it going to be Punishment Martinez going against Dalton Castle, and then Marty Scurll wants a shot because he came out.
He deserves a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he deserves a shot. My only flaw with that would be it's too soon. Does he win it?
No.
Okay, why not?
Soon. Like you said, too soon, way too soon.
Then why have the match?
Build it up.
Who is Dalton Castle's? Because Punisher Martinez is not going to win this belt, right?
No.
Not right now, anyway.
No.
So who is Dalton Castle's rival? Is he going to be a transitional champion? Because I think that's a bad way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Dalton Castle, I mean, he's a heck of a talent.
He's
Saw
been
him
there-
live a couple of times.
He's been there how long now? With Ring of Honor?
I'm not sure. He's been there for a while, though.
Yeah, and the boys.
The boys.
A.K.A. the...
Tate twins.
Who we know, you know personally.
Yes. Saw them wrestle when they first started. Actually, one of their first matches was in Jellicoe, Tennessee.
Yep, I remember that.
I was there to call it. But getting back to Ring of Honor, if you have Dalton Castle as your champion, he has to have a good rival.
I think Marty would be a good rival for him.
He would, but I've got a better one.
Who?
Matt Taven.
Okay.
Because right now he's got the ring. He's got Cody's ring. He's got the gimmick Kiss the Ring. Okay, well, you've got this gimmick. You say you're the champion. Well, prove it.
Right.
Go up against the champion. So you'll have champion. Technically, you could have champion versus champion.
That's what I think is just in wrestling in general. It's kind of what's missing. Nobody focuses on the title anymore,
right?
Except for recently with Dalton Castle, he focused on the title.
Well, I mean, Cody, he focused on the belt.
Yeah, he did, but you rarely see that anymore in professional wrestling in a whole.
And to be honest, I can't think of a Ring of Honor World's champion that didn't focus on the belt.
Bryan Danielson, a.k.a. Daniel Bryan.
Right.
CM Punk.
Yeah. Christopher Daniels.
Right.
And just recently signed not recently, but a new signee to NXT, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
You know, this belt has been defended in America, It's been defended in Japan.
Mexico.
Yeah, all over. All over the world. And it is a world's champion. I love that fact about it.
I think it's becoming the NWA belt of today.
Mm-hmm.
It really has. Now, everybody knows I love the NWA belt. It's one of the most oldest belts in pro wrestling history. But I think the Ring of Honor title is kind of taken over. Well, not kind of.
I don't know about that.
Not kind of. I think it's kind of foreshadowing over the NWA belt because you hardly hear anything out of it.
True.
And it kind of makes me sad. You have one of the oldest belts in pro wrestling, and it's getting slammed by indie show after indie show.
Well, you got Tommy Dreamer competing for it at an upcoming House of Hardcore, and then he said if he wins it, Cody Rhodes is his first title defense.
Now that would be something to see, and that could prestige that title.
It could, but I don't foresee it.
It'd be funny if Tommy threw it down like Shane did.
Because you don't want anything to overshadow Omega and Cody.
Right.
And I think Dreamer and Cody that would.
But could Dreamer just be a transitional champion? If that was the case.
And have Cody become the NWA champion?
Then have Cody Omega.
Cody signed a contract with the Ring of Honor. He ain't going nowhere. Not for a while, anyway. He's making a lot of money with ROH and New Japan. There's no way he's going anywhere.
And Hot
for a while. Something else that happened just before we came on live on the air. Tanella, am I pronouncing that right?
Tanella Dashwood.
Tanella Dashwood.
Yeah.
Formerly Emma on WWE, has made her Ring of Honor debut.
Really?
Yes. She came out tonight in Concord, North Carolina, and announced she would be competing in the Women of Honor Championship tournament.
She was the last female announced for the tournament, correct?
Yes.
The 16th.
Yes.
Now, what do you guys think? Is this repackaging time for her?
I don't think she needs it.
No.
Or this is
come out as Emma.
Yeah.
Or it's just...
She can't be Emma. She's
right.
Use
that gimmick.
Yeah, the bad.
Yeah.
But this is her finally saying, hey, I can actually pull this off without getting married.
She could pull it off. She did it in WWE. She did it in NXT.
Mm-hmm. But it kills me sometimes, actually all the time, when you have great talent that WWE picks up, then immediately drops.
That's why you do kind of what Cody's done. You leave and be like, look what I can do.
Right.
Then you make them regret not using you. And then that way, in the case of like Drew Galloway, when you come back, you're treated
better.
Much better than you were.
Or Jinder Mahal, for that matter.
Or Jinder Mahal, yeah.
Just look at, if you're following Cody on Twitter this past week, look what he said on Twitter about Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
What did he say?
So,
I'll see if I can find the exact tweet here.
Basically, he was going back on what he initially said about him, and actually talking good about him.
Yeah.
I'm just paraphrasing, but
see if I can find it here.
Well, the thing,
he left on good terms.
Right. Well, the thing about Cody Rhodes is, I was always a fan, even at the Great American Bash, when Orton and his dad had that bull rope match. 2007?
Something like that, yeah.
I believe so. But when I seen him, I was like, he's gonna be something.
See, I always thought DiBiase would be better than Cody. Right. I watched Cody take on Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania 27. That was a great match. Very underrated. Surprisingly, Cody came out and won that match. His first Intercontinental Championship. That was Rey's last title.
You see, before the whole kind of fallout thing of his decision to leave, and before the whole Stardust character took over, he had something called Rhodes Industries, kind of like what he's doing right now, kind of knocking off on Stark Industries, but it still looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a vignette of him and Brandy, and I was sitting there looking. I was like, why didn't WWE use this character?
All right.
Here's the tweet from Cody Rhodes. Somebody asked him if he thinks that Vince unfairly holds back talent that come up from NXT, and Cody responds with, "He doesn't hold."
Wait! You gotta say, and I quote:
"He doesn't hold anybody back. A lot of times, it's hard for fans to accept that some of their favorites have a ways to go, or that they become lazy after they get that first LE check. Stardust, for example, didn't go beyond tag gold because I wasn't improving, and I also got out of shape."
Fair is fair. I mean, he realized.
One thing about Cody, to my knowledge, he was not happy with the Stardust gimmick, right?
Right.
But it was so big he couldn't get rid of it.
Okay. When he signs his signature, whether it be 8x10 or a figure or whatever, he'll sign it Cody, but also down at the bottom he puts an SD.
Really?
With a star.
And that's recently, right?
Yes, that was Supercard of Honor 11 last year.
Strange.
So that was something that I couldn't figure out why he did that.
You think it's because maybe he liked the gimmick, he just didn't want to pursue it as they did?
Possible.
Or do you think he just had something else in mind that he thought would be better?
I think he thought that this was a way for him to take on his brother, Goldust.
Yeah.
And it was a good rivalry.
Well, it was, but they didn't let it play out.
No.
You know, it should have ended with a match at WrestleMania.
Man, it could have even been a pre-show.
It should have been Goldust versus Blue Dust all over again.
What? Wait, what?
Okay.
What am I missing here?
Did you not like that match?
No. But other than that, we have the 16th anniversary pay-per-view coming up pretty soon. March 9th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be interesting to see how that plays out.
Anything on the card like announced?
Nothing as of yet.
Nothing.
We'll know probably tomorrow night when they're in Atlanta for the TV tapings.
Right.
But other than that, that's all I got on Ring of Honor.
Too bad we can't sneak down and go to those tapings.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Was it about how many hours away from here?
It's about 5 hours at Center Stage. Very historic building for wrestling. As most of you know, it's WCW's old stomping ground.
Right. Mm-hmm. Speaking of historic buildings, me and Roy actually, this past Sunday, went to the NXT event in Knoxville, in a historic building, which was...
The Knoxville Civic Coliseum.
And that is where...
Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, that is where what wrestling company?
Oh. There's all kinds of them. WCW was there. Smoky Mountain Wrestling used to have their big shows there. A lot of history. Andre the Giant wrestled there. Name a superstar from the old age. And they probably wrestled at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum.
Now, Josh, I know you couldn't make it, and next time, bro, you're definitely going with us, especially if it's there. Just that atmosphere. I know you've been there. How many times?
Oh, numerous times with my dad.
Yeah.
Actually, that was the first wrestling event I've ever been to. Was WCW Monday Nitro, and we sat ringside. I'll never forget it.
Like ringside?
Ringside. We're on the network.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Go back and watch me. You'll see my dad, then my mom, then there's me.
Huh.
And then my friend Ashley, she went with us. But that was something. I'll never forget it.
But that atmosphere, man, I mean, it probably because it was NXT. Mm-hmm. NXT is awesome. We all know that. But just that atmosphere being in there was awesome, just knowing that.
I love going to those old coliseums and historic venues like Center Stage and the Coliseum. Brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, especially for you. I know it's got a lot of personal attachment to you, but it's also just to see the people of Knoxville, Tennessee. There was a lot of people that actually showed up. I was surprised.
Yeah,
it's better,
especially for NXT.
Yeah, it turned out a lot better than Louisville did.
Oh yeah,
was it about a year or two ago? We went.
Yeah, something like that.
Right before Balor was called up.
Right, correct.
And, dude, I mean...
Oh, the card was 10 times better.
Strong versus Ono was match of the night. Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down.
Yes. Those two hit each other. I mean, those were some stiff blows.
I think that's the only time I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that was the this is awesome chant they got midway through the match.
Although, I think this is awesome... Those chants, they're kind of overrated.
Yeah.
But
overdone.
When you're at a live event...
Yeah, you want to chant. You want to chant that. You want to do what they do on TV.
But that match really was awesome. And they did deserve that standing ovation they got at the end of that match. It's like, and I looked at you, I was like, okay, I think I can go home right now.
Lacey Evans and Shayna Baszler took on Nikki Cross and one else.
She's from New Zealand. I think New Zealand.
She took the fall.
She did.
Yeah.
It's a good match.
Can't think of her name though.
Bianca Belair?
No.
She was in the women's championship match.
Yeah. Oh, they had two.
Yeah. But Lacey Evans, I really liked her work.
I do
think
too.
She'll be good. She's got a good style.
It's interesting. The character is very interesting.
And Shayna, she's a good heel. Although I don't think she came off as that big of a heel to the Knoxville crowd.
Now, didn't she slip?
Yeah. That poor ring apron that kept giving them fits all night.
Yeah, it was the jobber of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had opening match was
No Way Jose
versus I forget that guy's name. He was from Brazil.
Yeah, he was a newbie.
He didn't do too bad.
No, it was a really good match. Really good.
There was a few spots, where it was like, okay, he could work on that. He could, kind of stiff, too loose, but he was good. It was a good match all in all.
I was really impressed by Bianca Belair.
Oh, yes.
That was the first time I saw her. First time, I hadn't even saw her on TV. Actually, I asked you the question.
Is she good?
Who is she? Has she been on TV?
And I told you, just watch. You will be impressed.
I was.
Isn't she from Knoxville?
Yes, sir.
Yes, she is. And it's pretty cool. They actually had her family reserved ringside seats.
And she came out wearing Tennessee orange.
And her old Letterman's jacket, which was kind of neat.
Yeah.
The only thing that I have a concern with Belair is her hair.
Yeah, that kind of scares me a little bit.
I'm scared she's going to get wrapped in the ropes. That's the only thing.
But that could be a good spot, too.
It could be.
Yeah, something for the Rumble or something like that.
The main event was Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae taking on...
No, I can't say his name.
Andrade Cien Almas.
Yes. And Zelina.
Yeah,
Zelina Vega.
Yeah, all she did was maybe throw a couple of blows, then she screamed, "Ah!" and ran back.
That's weird because she's playing AJ Lee in the new the movie about Paige.
Yeah,
she's AJ, and she didn't do nothing in the match, so it's kind of strange.
Oh wait, Paige movie. What are you talking about?
Look it up.
Okay, I'll look it up. Right, never mind.
Did we miss anything? Yes.
The 6-man tag.
Yes, we did. How did we forget that?
We
Sanity took on the Undisputed Era.
Drop the system.
Featuring Adam Cole, baby.
I'm pretty sure he didn't have to say it.
No, he didn't. We said it for him.
Was that Pop of the Night?
No.
But he did get the most heat.
He did.
He said after the match they were going to go knock the Sun Sphere down.
Knock the what?
The Sun Sphere. they were going to go knock it down.
And maybe they might get the respect they deserve. Which was, kind of cheap heat, but the funny thing is there was these guys in the back. I really wish they would go with us to every wrestling event. They looked at what is it, Kyle O'Reilly?
Yes, Kyle O'Reilly.
They said he was the Marty Jannetty of the Undisputed Era. And I've kind of felt bad. I was like, that's not right.
Oh, and the Velveteen Dream
Aleister Black.
Sporting a Tom Brady jersey on Super Bowl Sunday, took on Aleister Black.
That was
not a very good match.
Not their best match, but it was okay.
It was lackluster. I think I built it up too much in my head.
After watching the TakeOver match. Yeah.
I came to see the Dream now do something.
Did Aleister Black say his name?
No.
He didn't.
No, he didn't say his name. The previous night in Nashville, they done the same spot with Velveteen wearing the Tom Brady jersey. And the finish came when Aleister choked him out with the jersey.
Now, the guy that was taking the attire back took the jersey at first.
Yeah.
You seen the security guard grab it back. Then they didn't do the finish.
Right. It was kind of strange.
Well, I don't think so.
Have the jersey.
I think when they WWE does live events like that, they kind of want to change it up a little bit because people will probably be like, "Oh, this is what's going to happen." Yeah, we already know. That's what when SmackDown comes to Corbin. I think they're going to change it up from what people have already seen, which I'm very, very stoked for.
But yeah, if NXT comes to your town, I highly recommend you getting tickets. I mean, they're cheap. I think we spent $15 on tickets. We had great seats.
Oh yeah, definitely great seats.
I think ringside's like $90. So if you can afford that, I highly recommend you go watch your favorite NXT superstar,
Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Wrestling.
Yeah. We hope.
Yeah.
We're not sure what's going to happen there.
But the only thing I want to complain is those seats after sitting in them for so long because they were.
But that's what brings the nostalgia.
True, because they're the old school wooden seats.
That's what we used to have to sit in. We didn't have the skybox luxury seat warmers and all this stuff.
The built-in massagers.
Yeah.
Oh,
but that was. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Roy.
No,
sorry.
go ahead. I was just going
to tell the listeners, if you're ever going to go to a WWE live event and you're wanting souvenirs, bring a lot of cash with you.
No, just go on WWEshop.com before you go. Save you a lot of cash.
Well, true, that will. But if you want a souvenir for the night, I would expect probably bring about $150 to $200 with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The t-shirts, brand new ones were what, 35? $35.
2X were 35.
Yep.
The other sizes were extra large and down were 30. The NXT World's Championship replica belt
$5.99
was $400.
Was it $400?
Yeah, $400.
That was $600.
No, it was $400.
That's usual going price.
Well, I think $329.
Is the regular price?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you have to pay shipping and tax.
True.
But once you do that, you may.
But now they have sales all the time on there, so I would highly recommend that.
That's where I got my shirt.
Yeah. But that's our NXT review.
Well, going through with WWE, guys, Jason Jordan, we talked about a little bit about him with our WrestleMania predictions earlier. What do you think? Is he going to stay out long?
I say yes.
I say until after Mania.
Yeah, Mania.
Well, you guys heard my card. I have had him going up against Rollins. But I don't know. I think there's something there, but he needs something, if that makes sense.
He does, but he needs to
Back
be
off.
healthy.
Yeah. I don't think they have announced any kind of expected timetable for his return officially. Just kind of what we've heard rumor-wise.
You know, I woke up Tuesday morning, and Dave Meltzer had reported that Jason Jordan had a severe neck injury. Could require surgery that would possibly keep him out of action for up to 14 months.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then come the next day, turns out Jason Jordan actually underwent neck surgery on Tuesday morning. They said it was a small procedure and he would not be out of action for a long period of time. But we don't really know what the timetable is for that.
Right. Hopefully we'll find out soon.
Yeah. Hopefully it wasn't too bad of an injury.
Right. Nothing too serious.
Dave Meltzer said that he was having problems gripping.
Yeah.
Which is not a good sign.
No, that's what happened to Edge.
Yeah. But hopefully Jason Jordan will turn this around, turn his career around, and they'll give him a good character.
Yeah, I hope so. That I agree with you guys. They definitely need to drop the whole Angle is my dad thing.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to NXT and you look, of course, there's a lot of these you could say.
Go back to NXT.
Yeah, go back to NXT and see how over you were.
I'm afraid going back to Velveteen Dream, I think that's what's going to happen to him.
But with NXT, see if you agree with me, NXT is more of a cult-like following.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a...
I mean, look who runs it.
Mainstream.
It's very much treated like an indie. Like an indie territory.
Well, I mean, again, that goes back, look who runs it.
Speaking of running...
Oh, yeah. This past week, we have learned, I believe it was Wednesday?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, it was tweeted out that Triple H is now over 205 Live.
When Vince McMahon has handed over the duties to Triple H.
And now he is over all live shows aside from pay-per-views now? Weekly shows? That makes all of them, yes?
No, he's only over
No.
205. Raw and SmackDown are still Vince.
No, I'm talking about 205 and NXT. Those are his babies, yes.
But that's not all weekly shows, like you said.
No, all network shows. All network shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All weekly network shows. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry. Should have specified that.
The past two episodes of 205 Live, I think, have been really good.
Yes, and I would like to announce my the streak that I have going. I have watched 2 consecutive 205 Live shows.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully it stays like it is.
Mm-hmm.
Give some of those wrestlers what they really deserve.
Oh yeah.
And do you think that's a good move, especially if you see what Triple H can do with NXT? Him doing that with 205 Live, I think, gives them a way better chance at showing what they can do.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant move.
Yeah.
Very, very
Because
brilliant.
Triple H will be running the company one day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those who say no, you're wrong.
Well, I really wish Vince would give him a 6-month period. Give him like a little grace period. Let him run the show for 6 months and take a look at viewership. I know he's going to be more focused with XFL pretty soon. Let Triple H take control for about 6 months. Give him a grace period. And look at the viewership, look at the sales. If it's good, let him run it. If it's not, we'll try something else.
How do we know he hasn't already done that?
That's true. I mean, wrestling in the whole just this past month has gotten better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Look at SmackDown. Look at...
SmackDown's always been good in my mind, but Raw has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
It'd be something to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
I think so. The only problem I will have with it is if he just keeps himself out of storylines.
Triple H next Cruiserweight champion. Is he going to be one surprise entrance in the tournament?
There you go.
I mean, he could probably cut the weight.
Want Stephanie to be the next women's champion?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt
There
it.
you go.
Which one? Raw or SmackDown's?
Both.
Can join them again.
Yeah.
And NXT.
NXT. And she'll be the winner of the Mae Young Classic. Round 2.
Round 2.
So do we have any more news in the WWE?
Yeah, Randy Orton attacking Bobby Roode like he did.
Injecting himself in the U.S. title picture.
Oh, well, yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I think it'd be Orton.
Orton being Orton.
Yeah. I think he'll like I said in our last podcast, be the ladder match for the U.S. belt.
Now, do you think he's just trying to help Bobby get over, or?
Well, yeah, I think so, because I think Orton is looked at like Cena.
Mm-hmm.
So having Orton as your opponent is not going to hurt you.
No.
Unless you're Bray Wyatt.
That still kills me.
Yeah. What about Corey Graves
And Booker T?
Oh,
what's going on there?
Oh, man.
I just now heard about this today, so you guys need to enlighten me on this.
I like the outcome of it so far.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
Josh, I'll let you.
We've had... So Booker T has been moved from the Raw commentary team onto the pre-show
Yes.
analysts. And he's been replaced by the coach, which I think is a good move.
Yes.
He really adds way more than Booker T ever thought about adding to the
yes,
commentary.
Yes.
It's nice to see the coach back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But apparently there's some kind of backstage like altercation or something between the two that caused Booker T to call out Corey Graves. They said if he ever sees him in the street, he will beat him up. He will attack him. But if they're like backstage, like at a pay-per-view or something, he'll leave him alone. It's because security's everywhere. It might end up costing Booker T more than his job.
Well, I mean, why not they just book a match?
Because Corey Graves can't wrestle anymore.
Injury.
Right.
Yeah, that's why he's a commentator.
That's why he's a commentator. He used to be on NXT.
And
Yeah,
Booker
I know
T's
that.
like 70 years old.
Yeah.
But Booker T has gave him an open invite to call into his podcast.
That would be interesting to see.
If that happens, I'll
goes
definitely
through.
listen to it.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because just Booker T's podcast is pretty good. But Corey Graves, have you heard him in any of his interviews, especially like with Enzo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to knock on Enzo some more, but
Go ahead.
yeah, it's yeah, I agree with you guys. It sounds like it'd be interesting. I hate to hear something happen between them. It's also good to hear that the coach is back.
Right. But it sucks, I said, in those circumstances.
You're right.
So, question: what's he going to do with ESPN now?
I don't think he's on ESPN.
He signed with WWE.
He signed with WWE full time. Awesome. All right. Or if he, The Rock, let him interview The Rock one more time for old time's sake.
I hope so.
Yeah. And like Booker T, I mean, I don't want to knock the guy, but just he wasn't good for me.
No.
We live in the post Jerry Lawler, JR era. I just don't like him. No offense to him.
Well, speaking of old faces, Eric Bischoff actually hosted his first show on Twitter. Did you guys see that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he posted his first show on Twitter, and I listened to it a little bit. I was going to post a question on there for him, but it's one of those moments like, I don't know if he will respond or not. But it's actually pretty good. I think he's doing another one this coming week.
I have to listen
Is
to
it
that.
just like a
Kind of
ask me anything type
like that.
deal?
Okay.
Kind of like a little shoot interview. Kind of like how the New Day did this past Tuesday.
Right.
But he actually sat down for a few hours, actually.
Not to change the subject, but getting back to the Corey Graves, Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
Graves actually tweeted out on February the 5th, "Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him," from the book The Art of War. And he put in parentheses, "Yes, this is what you think it is."
Whoa.
I wanted to read that tweet. I thought that was interesting.
That is really interesting.
But yeah, I'll have to check out Eric Bischoff's podcast.
Yeah, I'll retweet it
Okay.
on my account. I think I tweeted it out the other day, but I'll retweet it to you guys.
So, anything else, gentlemen?
Well, I'm just really hoping to see what the Rumble's going to come up with, because not Rumble. I mean, we already seen the aftermath of the Rumble. You got Elias. Elias, that's who else I was wanting to talk about.
Yeah.
Still in the pin.
Yeah, on John Cena.
Yeah, on John Cena.
Yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, it was.
You see, the thing I can't get is how come he's putting Elias over but not Balor?
Give it time. Give it time.
Do you think it'll be a little too early for Elias, or you think this is good timing?
I think it's good timing for Elias.
Good timing.
Yeah, it's now or never.
Yeah, because I don't think they're going to do Cena and Elias right now. I say save that for later.
I like to see it at Mania as an opener, but that's just me.
John Cena, I don't think he would be an opener on Mania.
Right. I don't know. Eddie Guerrero took on Rey Mysterio.
That is an opener, yeah.
It's an opener.
That was a good match, too.
But I guess Eddie is.
It is John Cena, though.
Anything else, gentlemen?
Well, any hopes for the Chamber match?
I mean, hopes. Elias wins.
Balor
yeah.
I want
Balor
no
wins.
Balor.
I think it's obvious who comes out the winner.
The big dog.
The little dog?
Roman Reigns.
The guy thinks he's a big dog?
His yard now.
Yeah,
That's
if you say
right.
so. Never mind. I'm not getting into that. It will be his yard whenever he proves himself some more. He still hasn't proven himself fully.
WWE thinks that he has.
I think he's good and he's fantastic in the ring. I'll go as far as say he's fantastic in the ring.
But he's not over.
He just
Shut down our throats.
I mean, yeah. He's obviously Vince's baby boy.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Come on. Sit down.
Yeah. He Roman is what Vince wishes Shane would have been.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think I sense a rivalry. Book it, Vince.
What's Shane
The
gonna
winner
fall
gets
off?
the winner gets my love.
Yeah.
The winner gets the company. Sorry, Stephanie. Went a little deep there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Go back to that triple threat on Raw, though. I really thought Elias was just there to take the fall.
Yeah. I did too.
Whoopsie.
I thought Braun was actually gonna win.
Yeah, because I mean that's.
I thought there's no way that he doesn't win this.
Also, I mean having Braun come out last in the chamber kind of is decent booking, I think.
Yeah.
Now you got
big
Elias.
man.
Now you got Elias coming out last. I think is really good booking.
I just hope they don't go the way you have all 6 men in the ring or all 5 men in the ring. It's Elias' turn. He comes out immediately, gets pinned.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
That's my biggest fear right now.
Who do you think's
going
going to
into
go
this.
first? Lemonade numero uno.
Oh.
Cena.
No.
He'll be either number 1 or number 2.
See, I think Cena will eliminate Elias.
You think so?
I think so.
I think they'll do a big spot with the cell.
I'm not sure who eliminates Braun though. Roman,
Maybe.
because you have Kane gonna be in there.
Yeah.
So maybe have Kane attack Braun.
What if Matt Hardy actually wins the Fatal 4-Way next week?
I mean, that's obviously going to be Balor.
Right. I don't see how it couldn't be.
Balor. I could see Balor being the first to go in the chamber.
Yeah.
As we hate to see it, but I'm trying to sit here and think, what if Roman gets eliminated first? Could you imagine the pop?
I would go nuts.
Oh yeah, that'd be something different.
It's like,
What if he gets eliminated first? Elias wins the chamber, but gets booked the next night for Roman versus Elias, and the winner gets Lesnar, and then Roman beats Elias.
That would be
Why
crappy.
have the elimination chamber?
Exactly. Well, why have Shane McMahon face the Undertaker at Mania and then immediately give him control the next night?
Right. And we still don't know what's in the lockbox.
Right.
What lockbox?
Right. Go back and watch the promo.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Vince McMahon says he has a lockbox.
WCW?
We'll never know. It's like Hornswoggle being the GM, the anonymous GM.
And the illegitimate child.
But then at Raw 25, they have all the previous general managers of Monday Night Raw.
Except for
and guess who's not there?
What happened to him?
He still wrestles.
He's an indie guy, I think.
Swoggle,
yeah.
Swoggle, yeah. Wow. He was in the Tag Team Apocalypto.
What?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
It's crazy. We met him at WrestleMania 27. He didn't act like he wanted to be there. That out.
He's like, I just don't want to be.
Yeah. So what else we got, guys?
Heard the Miz is making a new Marine. Okay, something new.
Yeah, not the Marine.
No.
Well, if we don't have any more WWE news, I'd like to talk about something that's coming up pretty soon. On February the 18th in Knoxville, Tennessee, NextGen and Bandit Wrestling will clash. The co-branded show presents Turf Wars and will feature a mix of talent including Nicole Payne, Sean Schultz, Devin Driscoll, Impact Wrestling's OVE, and Lucha Underground stars Matt Cross, Shane Strickland, and my personal favorite, and I'm looking forward to meeting him, Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be interesting. I know me and you've been talking to the promoter on Facebook a little bit. Hopefully we get a little one-on-one. I know me and you's going to go. Josh, unfortunately, cannot make that event due to work. But we do have a man that's going to watch the chamber for us.
That's right.
Us update on that.
Some updates. If you're looking to go, tickets are $15. Doors open at 4 o'clock with a meet and greet party, and bell time is 7 p.m.
Jeez, that's a long meet and greet.
It sure is. But I believe there's going to be a battle royal during the meet and greet, and they're going to have games and food
for like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to hopefully try to catch a little interviews.
Yeah, try to
some shout outs.
Some shout outs.
Maybe do a live
Facebook or
for
Twitter
a little bit and say hello to everyone. Y'all know more about that closer to the event,
which will be next on our next podcast. We might have something, Roy.
Yes, we definitely will, because the next Sunday be the show. So we'll definitely have something, a whole lot more for you all next weekend or next week about this show. Really looking forward to it. They always do a good job. Some of the former superstars that have been to this organization, Cody Rhodes, Matt Sydal, was Evan Bourne in WWE. Also, Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Wrestling.
Yes, he was there not too long ago, as well as Candice LeRae. And
that's
the Lucha,
wrestling.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers were there back in October. Like I said, really looking forward to this show. Great people, some great superstars to watch. Future champions.
Future maybe NXT champions?
Could possibly be, yes. There will be a ladder match, I believe.
That's the start.
That's the opener of the show. Like I said, there'll be a battle royal, a 6-man ladder match. I'm not for sure about the participants right at the moment, but you can find more on their Facebook page and their Twitter page. Go to NextGen Wrestling or Bandit Wrestling for more information. I believe that's all we have, unless you have something else, Will.
No, Josh, you got anything you want to add for this week's?
No, it's been a pretty slow news week.
Yeah,
it really has. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, just leave a comment below. Don't hesitate to give us any feedback.
We'd like to know what you all think.
Right.
What you think what are your predictions for the WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan? If there's a wrestling event coming to your area, we'd love to know about it. Maybe we could even attend the show.
To attend, yeah.
Other than that,
if there's anything you can think of that would help us improve our product that we're trying to give to you guys, absolutely leave us some feedback. down below in the
Please.
comments.
And I believe we're trying to start a Facebook page and a Twitter page. So we'll definitely keep you all up to
We
date.
should have more information on that next week.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep you updated on that.
And Rory, speaking of Knoxville, I just want to get a shout out. Cannot remember that kid's name, but he was our first subscriber to our page.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
sorry, dude, I can't remember your name, but thank you so much for supporting us.
Yeah, thank you. It was
we
good to
appreciate
meet
it.
you.
Yeah, it was good.
Good to watch some wrestling with you.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that kid, that little kid, 3-year-old, like I said, the next generation of wrestling fans are going to be okay.
And I believe me and him was the only one to start a ROH chant.
I tried.
So
I tried, but
yeah, it's good to meet you, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yep, and second subscriber, which is my team lead, Keith. Thank you, brother, for your support for that. He actually had it listened to us at work, so
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week.
all right, take it easy, guys.